Aria for three.
Namaste everybody and welcome to the New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship 2024, coming to you live from the National Hockey Centre and hosted by North Harbour Indian Sports Club. Formerly QBT and KBT, the rebranded New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship is the pinnacle of competition for the New Zealand Indian hockey community and the place where many battles, rivalries and victories have taken place for over 60 years. We're here on the final day of the tournament where three champions will be crowned, including the men's A section, who are fighting for one of the most prestigious trophies in all of New Zealand sport, the Diane Chand, currently held by Pukekohe. I'm Brad Pittman and we'll take you through all the action from the last day of tournament here, brought to you by Local Gecko Productions and proudly supported by One Foundation. I'm joined in commentary this morning again by Suresh Wallab, NZISA President, Puki old boy out here watching his club do battle this morning. Yes, man, welcome back.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you. So, yeah, as you see, Pukekohe Waikato, we're just trying to work out what battle it was. So, maybe Battle of Huntley or the Pocono Ice Cream Shop. Yeah.
Pretty cool. You see Vanita there lead the boys out for Waikato. Vanita Suka, ahead
nice.
of Ailish there, and she'll be out in the middle. We just mentioned her in the last game, Vanita, so cool to see her out there. And as you said, second game up for the day here, men's Section B, last pool game for the day between Waikato and Pukekohe B.
Yeah, I'd just like to cut in and mention the legendary Krishnanka has come out for Waikato.
Yep.
Late Colin, and he's been a stalwart of Waikato Indian hockey for a long, long time. And he plays against a lot of these Puke boys because he plays in our Puke League as well. Yep. So, yeah, there are a lot of matchups here. Friend matchups, family matchups. Great to see some support there. See Darmish's kids there with the Waikato signs. So it's awesome to see.
Yeah, our two teams going through final pleasantries there before the match starts. Puke, of course, in the yellow. Waikato, you see there in the red, black and gold. And it's been something we've seen all through the weekend. The signs, the painted signs for Waikato. We see on the other side for us. Go Ailish, let's go Waikato. And then some signs down here with Darmish's kids as well.
Yeah.
Pretty cool addition.
And Waikato go Kian. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
the
Darmish's wife Priscilla and the kids there, and Darmish's mum there, second on the right. So Luxie Foy, who's actually my auntie. So yeah, we're all friends and family, right?
As we see both teams getting through their last little bit of instruction there. Puke on your screen at the moment. With Waikato already wrapping up the men's B section with 3 wins. Here it is an opportunity though for Puke to cause a bit of an upset and to potentially finish as high as second place in the men's B section.
They had that shootout win yesterday, which is good for the young guys.
Yep.
Mind you, I think the youngest fella out there is Woody, which is Rudra. A few seasoned campaigners here for the Puke team, and I think Akshay out here.
Yeah.
Is it Akshay Patel? Yeah, out there on the right side, number 17.
And I think, like I said, if they do manage to get a bonus point win here, it could put them as high as second on the table. But a pretty tough ask taking on this Waikato side have been pretty good this weekend. They had a late win against Harbour 3-2 on the final hooter yesterday. We saw it on the live stream turf. And now they're starting fast again here. And it won't have missed by much up on that far side. So for those unaware, men's B section, they're just pool play. So this is a final pool play game. No final, but whoever ends up with the most points wins it. And as mentioned, Waikato, an insurmountable lead coming into this one this morning, thanks to 2 bonus point wins and another win. But Puki there just throwing a little shot across the circle. Couldn't connect up on the end of it, but you mentioned S-Man, some seasoned campaigners out here for Puki.
Yep.
I'm sure some of the guys that you will have played a fair bit with and against as well.
Yeah, there's been a few around, eh?
Speaking of seasoned campaigner, we're lucky enough to have Dil Patel join us for a moment in the commentary booth, probably doing the most work he's done all day. And enjoying his samosa here from the food tent and checking out some of the men's B action as well as Waikato forward on a bit of a...
Yeah, it's Janty with a good tackle there. Just a nice little out. That's good. Here we see the young fella Rudra.
He's shown some speed too. He goes down that right side of the field, trying to find an opening along the baseline and just runs out of turf. There. It's an end of the field that gives Dil Patel a bit of PTSD this morning after he was caught in his sleeping bag there. A shot in the earlier game, and here come Puki on the turnover.
Good turnover by Beno there.
And Ailish Suka trying to defend his end. And still there for Puki. They'll take a sideline hit.
Nickish working hard there to keep that ball.
And they try and come out, but it's intercepted by Waikato.
It's young Kian, isn't it?
Yeah, and they'll pivot through. Ailish Kian will get it back. If it's not picked out, though.
Rakesh Soma there.
And Rakesh just trying to control the middle of the field for Puki. And this one of those younger players you mentioned, Akshay Patel. He's a little 6.5 foot of a guy out there.
Yeah.
Young Akshay, and outside defender for Puki.
Yeah, there's one of the Fernandez. Is that right, the Fernandez?
Yeah,
boys?
there's 2 of them in the side, Caleb and David Fernandez. I think Caleb, the one that drag flicks for the Waikato side.
Yeah. See Kalpish. Kalpish is a Puki boy. So
There's a few Puki lads out here
yeah.
for this Waikato side.
And Kalpish has a cousin playing in the ladies team as well.
Yeah, Waikato just trying to, it's Damish Puna there.
See Damish playing out here on the right, maybe inside or something. Not a
Yeah.
half, maybe a wing.
Yeah, it looks like Sai Hari's playing right half and maybe Damish up playing right inside. We mentioned, of course, yesterday the international experience of Damish and his brother Alpish, and here comes Kieran Darji, who I think has been one of the highlights of this men's B section this weekend. Yes, man, he doesn't do a huge amount of defensive work, but man, when he's got the ball going forward, pretty exciting, Kieran Darji. You can see him here. Yeah, he's just got around Janti there.
Yeah, Janti's pretty much body on the line. He plays hard every game. One of the stalwarts of Pukekohe hockey as well. It's been playing for a long time.
Yeah, and epic to see him still out here representing Puki hard and, like you say, playing body on the line style hockey.
Yeah, it does that every weekend, which is awesome to see, and I'm sure his kids will be watching up here in the stands.
And we'll see first penalty corner here to Waikato. Looks like Fernandez on the first bracket. And we're going to have a break here.
Rakesh maybe, or Janti. Rakesh.
Yeah, Rakesh just too quick out of the gates for the Puki defensive group, so they'll be forced to do it one short. And interestingly enough, on the second bracket for Waikato, it is Damish Puna up there. I believe it's probably going to Fernandez.
Looks good though.
Oh, he looks like he's going to flick one. It is. Fernandez gets hold of it, and it's in the net. Good execution.
I think it just went straight down the middle, didn't it?
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll get another look at it on the replay here. Yeah, pretty much down the avenue there, over the left glove of the goalkeeper. Well executed though.
Good pace on the ball.
Caleb Fernandez puts Waikato up 1-0 here. Now, a little bit of, yeah, a little bit of an interesting.
Yeah, I thought he might have just kicked it out, maybe.
Here's Ailish will call it a back pass, that one. And now bats one long. What a trap. I think it's, Tijvia Randawa.
Yeah.
And bring Damish Pun onto the ball and go back out through Jitu Patel, and great receive in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Kalpish, born in Pukekohe. Played a bit of hockey there, but he studied in Waikato.
Yep.
Oh, just unlucky.
Yeah.
Just lifted into the player.
It's an unfortunate one there for Puki. Big opportunity for Waikato. You see the replay here. This entry in from Fernandez. Yeah, just got up off Janti's stick there and caught the body. Young Puki player there. And now we see the veteran looking like he's got a drag flick in him. Umesh Hari. Well saved, but it falls here for Daji. He puts it straight back on the foot.
That's experience from Daji here, right?
Look at him, all smiles as well. On the replay, this is the replay here. Umesh, yeah, excellent save. Just to his right shoulder size. And now second shot at it. They've switched sides. Umesh again, but mistrap. Back in it goes. Sitting there. And free hit awarded to Puki. Tijvia just missed the ball there on his first swing at it. And now we'll have ball out of the back for Puki. They go up that right side with 6.5 left to play. Janti now under a bit of pressure. Does well. Still going there.
Lucky Dylan there, just a little bit outside.
Here's Umeshari looking at the circle edge, goes into his mate Kirandaji. It comes back from Damish Puna. It's a little trio of wisdom there. Those three linking up. Damish Puna into Kirandaji.
So the thing about Kieran wherever he is, he'll have a crack, right?
Yep.
Half a shot and he'll just have a go. Yeah, it's good to see Damish up on the forward line there.
You're just helping give a little bit of experience in that attacking group. You see him there again, cutting that one out. Dylan here on the ball for Puki. He's a day early for Tuck-in Tuesdays, but looks good.
Tucked in all weekend, mate.
Yeah.
Looking sharp.
Aerodynamic, I reckon.
Yeah, I like that, eh?
And now, big opportunity here for Puki. It's tipped in the circle. Jitu under some pressure.
Did that well. I think did that well, just getting it.
Yeah, it was great press. Great press from the Puki side. And it's still going here for Puki. I'll take the free hits just outside the circle. And great patience from the young fella there just to turn on the ball, and it goes onto the foot of Jitu Patel.
Yeah, Woodrow doing well there.
See it on the replay here. He just stops and takes it quickly. Umesh goes running out at him, and he said good patience there to just thread the gap onto the foot of the defender. And now Puki with the penalty corner First one of the game for the men in yellow.
Nourish has got a pretty good solid straight hit.
It is here for Nourish Khan. He rips one instead, and it's in the goal.
Not really a hit.
No, just showing that placing it in the spot is what matters, and it's got up over the stick, I think, of the goalkeeper there.
Deflected off the stick, maybe just down a little bit too late, the goalie.
Oh, it's off the second runner. It's come off Ailish Suka. Done the goalkeeper who was going to his left and then had to recorrect to his right. And Puki, just like that, through the penalty corner, level things up. And it's one penalty corner each here in this first quarter. Men's B section game. Umesh woven his wand at it a couple of times.
It's good to see Sonny helping out there.
Yep.
Sonny O'Castle, he's going well. Late placement in.
Big ball in. Oh,
what a save.
What a passage of play from both sides there.
Good hockey all round, right?
Big long ball in. Man on the back post there. Barvish.
Yeah, did well to get that deflection in, but the goalie was up for the challenge.
Yeah, Prabjit there had to move across his goal pretty quickly. Now, Naresh trying to go long as well. That one cut out though. And Puki, they'll keep it just outside the 25-yard line. Good last few passages here from the Puki boys. Bit of confidence from the goal always helps. And that one watched over the back line by Ailish Suka. Kalpesh Mora linking up now. Trap's a little bit big, but still going. Scott Devonhari gets it back. Oh, Kian Ratilal there. He did everything right except the final execution.
Yeah, it just got in front of him a bit, didn't it?
And still here for Waikato. In the circle it goes, but cut out well. Rakesh Soma. Rakesh.
He's been solid for them, just getting it out of defence here.
Yeah, you see him, he's got a huge work rate too, Rakesh. Always getting in and around the play, but how's this steal here? A cheat and chitter. Now they go long again here, Puki. It's scrappy down there.
Sonny up there, trying to have a crack. Sunil, who's usually a half.
Yep.
Playing up in the forward line there.
Up the front, and a real target as we see Umesh Hari taking some big breaths.
Yeah, I think Sunil will want to get one up over cousin Kalpish.
Yep.
It's an interesting battle there, which is awesome.
Here again is Rakesh. He's under a little bit of pressure, trying to work out of his own end. Great skill there and ball protection. And they'll see the 30 seconds left on the clock. I think both teams pretty happy to get through to the quarter break. It's been a pretty fast start here. S-Man, goals both ways and some opportunities for both teams.
Yeah, it's been good, isn't it? Been good open play. PCs are the ones at the moment. Not many field shots. Oh, a couple from Puki deflections.
Yeah. Good, strong defence there, Naresh Kana. And this will spell the quarter. Yeah, Huda sounds, and we're all locked up into the first here. 1-1 between Waikato and Puki. It's our men's B section last pool game for them. 2024 New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship hosted by North Harbour Indian Sports Club. And, it's the fourth game in 3 days for these guys.
Yeah. Quite a long quarter, didn't it, Brad?
It did. It had a lot in it, and
empty and stuff.
That's it. As we see some of the highlights here, Kirandaji, he's up to his tricks as usual, getting the penalty corner there. We'll see him get another one a little later in the quarter. This one scored by Fernandez. Yeah. This one just unfortunate, I think, for Puki. Come up off onto the body. This one from Umi, well saved there by the goalkeeper. And there's, again, that expertise of Kirandaji to earn another one. This was the penalty corner for Puki. Look at this, you see it. Just come off the second runner there, Ailish, unfortunately there for Waikato. Narish Kana finds himself on the scoreboard. And then there's this, standing bit of play. Look at this, beats them all. Good opportunity there, Barvish.
Good positioning there by Barvish, and good awareness for that ball to come through.
As we see some of the support there for Waikato. Mish there in the middle, leading those boys. There's the goalkeeper there, Brubjit. And back to his cage for the second quarter. He had that big save on Barbish's deflection there that had to be made. And got caught out, unfortunately, on that penalty corner that came off his second runner. But otherwise, been pretty good this weekend, and that's the tail of it. 1-1 here between Waikato and Puki. I think we see the battle of the Bombays, I guess, and the cousins down the road.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Devon was Pukekohe last year and this year, but decided to play for Waikato. It's good to see some guys like Narish coming through, always quite loyal to play for Pukekohe.
We see Ailish Suka there. Take the 16-yard hit for Waikato. Captains the side. Second year now for the Waikato team. Yeah, excellent skill.
Is that young Jan?
Yeah, it is. Wow. Jan Ratila. We've seen some skill from him already, and that's a good receive there. One by Janti.
Yeah, good drive, Janti, just keeping it under control, close to his body.
Try and pull it back in, just runs out of space.
Yeah, Janti's not known to be the world's fastest Indian, so we know not to give it too far in front of him.
Yeah, I think also probably showing a little bit of the effects of 4 games in 3 days as well.
Yeah.
He plays big minutes at the back for the Puke B side.
Yeah, I think he plays most games. He's, just a workhorse.
Big overhead there. Couldn't be taken down. That one thrown.
Yeah, just Sonny couldn't bring it under control.
Yeah. Umishari here looking. Cut out well though by Dylan.
I think that player just probably needed to pop in the field a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, like the idea of transferring the ball, but they're going to come towards it, and I'll take another free hit though, Puki.
Yeah, Chetan picking up the free hit there.
Rakesh now just looking at his options. Come out here, and the one time from Janti, great ball.
Oh, what a ball.
Reverse stick across the circle. Nobody expected it from either team.
Good tackle there.
Rakesh looking again, dotted circle, edge of the circle. And onto the foot of Mishari and Puki. Thanks to Rakesh.
That reverse pass in was nice and flat. The flattest reverse I've seen all weekend. He's done that really well, Dylan, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the one time up the line from Janti and then straight across on the reverse. Like I said, caught everybody napping, I think, and now Puki with the penalty corner here. It was perhaps a fortunate bounce for them on the first one that crossed the line, but the opportunity here to double up Puki. And Naresh looks like he's up there again. It goes to Naresh. There goes the same.
Oh, wow.
And it's up and in again.
Is that Raj? Just with that dive deflection.
Yeah, it looks like high fives going his way. And
the big fella getting down low.
he gets one. We'll see it on the replay here. Great touch by Raj Bika there. Yeah, see it on this left side, narrow deflection. Right there it was, Raj Bika. And look at him. That was awesome. He loves it.
Puki with their tails up a bit here, eh?
It's,
good to see.
Absolutely, and as I mentioned earlier, it's pool play, so there is still the opportunity for them to earn the bonus point win. I know we're a long way away from the finish yet, but those 5 points in the grand scheme of how close this men's B section is. It
just changes placings for next year, you know what I mean? And it just...
Yeah, that's it. Seeding becomes important as you see an entry here. Go across the goal.
The way pool hockey works, if unfortunately if you're lowly placed, it's sort of you get the 2 games first up or 2 games in this 2 games a day. But sometimes if you're higher up, you get a bit of a better spread.
Yeah, so fighting for it here, Puki. They could, like I said in the intro, could get as high as second in the men's B section, which would make things a little nicer.
Yeah, so early days yet, but hey, it's good to see. Not just sitting back,
Yep. Here's Sai Hari on the ball now. And well cut out by Rakesh. And he'll step off it and bring Naresh Kana onto the ball. Kieran Darji there just reminding him where the 16-yard line actually is. And great receive here. Thought he'd won the free hit to Cheatin' Cheetah. And they'll run down and get it again here. Waikato long corner coming. So you see subs coming on for both sides.
Woody coming back on, Dharma shooting a bit of a break, and hey, here's Krishna. It's good to see him on. And Kalpish is back on as well.
Yeah, so Krishna Anka on at the back now here he is on the ball.
First touch. Just like that.
Never left.
No.
Here comes Ailish Suka, and it goes. Oh,
nice flat ball across by Ailish.
Yeah, beats everybody. They're all just drifting with the ball, and if someone had gone the other direction, they would have picked it up. And Naresh Kana, who's been the catalyst of the goals for Puki so far from that penalty corner, scored one himself and then laid one on for Raj Bika. The overlap here from Janti, got a bit of space, looking for the ball forward. Is back into Rakesh.
Uses his body well, doesn't he?
Yeah, for not the biggest guy, he protects it well. And now Waikato on a bit of a run here. Kirandaji. Oh, and clean up by Janti and the free hit as well. You see them there exchanging a few words.
Just a bit lazy from Kieran there with that maybe agricultural tackle.
Yeah, I think just disappointed he wasn't able to eliminate Janti on that receive he got.
I think you get that when you get 2 senior players that are both trying to do what you did 20 years ago, and it just doesn't come off for you. So that's good.
Yeah, we see Umesh now take off with the ball. Down here to Kian, still going, Kian.
Nice solid defence by Nourish there.
Yeah, we hear some of the cheers from the Puki crowd down out in front of us. Crowd going both ways. Here's some Puki cheers and some Waikato ones. This one's going to fall for Puki down towards the middle of the field. I thought Waikato thought it was their ball. And now having to get back and cross the field go Puki.
Puki got numbers up there.
That's excellent cover work from Ayla. She's the one who dug the ball out of the dugout, rolled it back to Puki, and
it's gone back 50 metres to tidy up.
Now on the ball, cross it goes, and again cleaning up where it's needed. Ailish Suka for Waikato. And long corner the way of Puki here through Rakesh. Just trying to get his way around, drops it off and gets it back here at Rakesh Soma. Can't get through that time. Has to take it back to the spot.
That flat border Woody, if he can find it out on the left.
Around it comes through Nourish. And good overlap here. Opportunity inside the circle. Good patience there shown by Devon Hari in defence. Oh, what a trap from Nourish Kana there.
He had the push there, didn't need to lift the stick for the hit Nourish, I think. Trying to crack it out. Yeah, just a bit more patience maybe.
And around the back they go. Here's your man.
Yeah, Crush was solid as back there. It's nice and easy.
Yeah, Waikato brings some new players on. Here is Fernandez, who's just come onto the field. There's Suka looking. It goes to Sai Hari. Got a bit of time here, but rolls it back out again. This is good patience from both teams. Less than 5 to play in this second quarter.
You can see what he tried to do there, just tried to try probably more of an angle for Devon there.
Yep. Here is on screen the goal scorer for Waikato, Caleb Fernandez, and there we see Janty having to go into the dugout to find that one. And out he comes now for the sideline hit.
A few replacements rolling on and off for Waikato here. See Darmish back on. Hey.
And the sharpened axe of Jitsu Patel falling there.
Yeah, just trying to...
A big transfer now, Puki. Here's Akshay up the line. And Ailish can't control it, so sideline hit the way of Puki, and they roll some numbers forward.
I like how they've got Rudra sitting out on the left side here.
Yep.
Because he's making a bit of ground there.
Yeah, when they overlap him, the speed he's got.
Yeah, the young legs,
yep.
If they can find him early, and I think that's where he's looking.
Yeah, they were trying to get it this side, but Waikato now down the middle. A little reverse stick pass cut out by Nourish. He's been good at the back for Puki. And now here come...
Here's Vinny.
There's 4 of them up there for Pukekohe. Oh, can't get through.
Yeah, pretty
Krishna.
solid defence from Krishna there. Just avoiding giving away the free hit on his foot.
Yep.
Opting for the long corner. Out wide.
And now they come out again. Bit of time here for Puki. Here's Rakesh. Soma, back in it goes. Nourish Kana. Nice touch pass, but no one there.
Yeah, I think they're just hiding behind that Ailish.
Yeah.
Around the players there. We can get that transfer going.
Yeah, just searching across the field. Rakesh trying to find somebody cutting. And here it is for Nourish Kana. In it goes. It's a scramble.
Oh, well done, really.
Oh, and it's through. Oh, is it another one there for Raj Bicker? He was in on the pads.
Rudra putting the pass through to Nickish, or was that a deflection from Nickish maybe?
Yeah, we'll have a look at it here on the replay. So this one, Rudra, through it goes one time, and it is Raj Bika. This will be a good angle of it here. Let's pass across. Oh, we're not quite going to see it.
See that at the half-time break.
Well, I think it's another one next to the name of Raj Bika there, the number 10 for Puki, who was hunting in on the pads. What a time to strike with just a minute left in the quarter here for Puki. They've got their tails up. And this would be a big upset considering how games and results have gone this weekend in favour of Waikato, if Puki can do it here.
Just lucky he's just got that outside.
Yeah, not five there, I think, the two Waikato players.
See the Pukekohe president, Bimal Patel, in front of us here, just looking over his boys.
Yeah, out watching this morning.
Yeah. His daughter Aisha playing in the Puki ladies team.
Yep.
And his sister Seedle.
Yeah, Kieran Darji putting some pressure on Rakesh Soma. Look at that going between the legs. And got it as well.
It's done for time. It's full time, I think.
Yeah, Hooter's gone. They just ran out of time there. I think Kieran Darji might have thought he could have earned a penalty corner there for his exploits, but no.
Wow, what a second quarter, eh?
Big one, especially in favour of the Puki lads, who are up 3-1. And it's the biggest deficit we've seen for Waikato this weekend, and Puki playing really well when their opportunities coming, especially with players creating good height and just getting themselves in front of the goalkeepers. We saw that last one, credited to Raj Bika.
But I think just the shots have been on goal.
Yep.
That's the main thing. You know, like, it doesn't matter what you do, get it on goal. And you see the little deflections, anything could happen when there's about 10 sticks in the circle. So it's been well executed by Puki, just taking their chances.
Yeah, and both teams now with just 30 minutes left to write this one. We'll see some of those highlights after a short ad break, and the rest of the game coming up shortly. Welcome back, everybody. That there is the tale of it, 3-1 in favour of Puki here at half time. It's our final round robin games here in the men's B section, where the previously unbeaten Waikato find themselves behind to a fired up Puki side here on the final day of the 2024 New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship. This is how it went down in the first half. Waikato fast starters here. This penalty corner earned by Grandaji.
With the lazy, with the slip there, maybe. And that was well executed there by Fernandez.
Yep. And remember, they only had 3 defenders as well, Puki, after an early break. And then they had another opportunity for it. This one, unfortunate for Puki. And Umashari had a little flick down the line. Well saved.
Aaron was experienced again, but here's a one for us.
Yeah, it just started to turn at the end of that first quarter the way of Puki. They got themselves a penalty corner, the first one. Perhaps rather fortunate, but you make your own luck there, and Naresh Khanna with the goal that equaled things up. And like I said, from there it started to really roll for Puki, this opportunity.
Yeah, that was well done, that one there.
Yeah, Barvish there on the far side of the circle. Then they got another one. This bit of magic from Raj Bika.
He's a big body to get down there, Raj. Yep. You know, big fella. Did well.
Perfect execution from that narrow left deflection. He had there a couple of goes at it, but just couldn't get anything on target. And I think, yes, man, you summed it up. It's on target, which was the key.
But I think one thing you see from Puki, they won't give up the fight from the back. Jant, he's been he's a great leader. I've had the pleasure of having him as a captain, and he just installs, just fighting right to the bitter end. And I think we're going to see that and just the senior players across the park. You know, we've got some young fellas up there in the Puke front. But the same thing with Waikato. You know, they've got some senior players that can keep cool heads and just calm it down when they need to. And they've got some young firepower as well. So I think it's a pretty good matchup with both teams with obviously a bit of experience and age and a bit of youth in there as well. So we should be in for an awesome half an hour.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned experience, because you also just saw a quick shot there of Deepak Lala, who's been around a lot of tournaments here, you know, a long servant of New Zealand Indian hockey. So he's the technical officer for this morning's match.
Deepak's been good. He's just, you know, one of those unsung heroes, as you say. You know, it's not what he does on the field, but what all of our umpires and what Hockey NZ bring with their umpires. Hey, they don't always get it right, but the umpires don't point out all the mistakes the players make either. So, you know, we can easily judge them, but it's at the end of the day, it's a thankless task, and can't play the game without them.
Yeah, that's it. And I think they've been pretty good this weekend. Like I said, the support from Hockey New Zealand and their technical officers and what they bring to this tournament, just raising the standard across the park.
Yeah, we've been working with New Zealand Hockey NZ for about 4 or 5 years now, and just trying to make our tournament a bit better. And I think it's every year we're learning, and it's been going well.
Yeah, and I think what you see now is it's actually become an opportunity for umpires to you know, develop at this tournament. No longer seen as somewhere that we're scratching around for umpires. They want to be here and they want to be involved, and that's a pretty cool thing. Yeah,
and I think it's a pathway as well. You know, like we've got, obviously, with the 3 grades, obviously we have our premier umpires for the men's A grade and B, the high-level B games, but, you know, we can blood in new umpires here, which is great, you know, because everyone needs a pathway, not just players.
Yeah, as we see a little bit of a flight pathway there. That went off the reverse stick of Devon Hari.
Yeah, just probably got a little bit too under that, eh?
Yeah. It was a play where both teams were just trying to be as patient and force the other team into an error, and it's gone the way of Puke there. And they'll have a free hit just outside the 25-yard line here for Rakesh Soma, who threads the needle and
just needed a bit of patience there, I think. Didn't need to rush there.
Yeah, I don't think he needed the one time. That time, Dylan Chandra there, we had enough time to receive it and then get it going. So you see Devon Hari here again on the ball. Part of, as you mentioned, the team that took home the Diane Chand last year down in Wellington, the Puke men's A side.
Yep. That's up for scramble this afternoon, as you know.
Yep, both you know, men's A and the women's grade, with the potential to go back to back. Puke and North Harbour, both in the mixer for it. North Harbour in the women's and Puke in the men, current defending champions. Both have an opportunity to double up.
And they've got Wellington and Bay of Plenty standing in the way, so we'll respectively.
Yeah, and I think if you see a little entry in here for Waikato, I think if I remember correctly, S-Man, those 4 teams in the respective grades are the last 2 winners. So North Harbour current, Bay of Plenty previous to that.
Correct.
Puke current and Wellington previous to that.
Yep,
so
correct. Yeah.
Good little battles here over the last couple of years between these sides.
Yeah, you see that across, you know, like all grades, but yeah, the A grade has been that way for a little bit.
This one's a little messy, but controlled now by Fernandez. Look at that bit of skill. But can't get through Rakesh Soma, and it's a game between the 25s at the moment, these last 6 or 7 minutes.
Rakesh keeping his head there, just doing well. Chandra will pick that up.
There's the, close quarters overhead there.
Too close.
Yep. And over the other side of the field there, looks like Sai Hari on the ball.
Passing into brother Devon.
Yep. And two of them, of course, and when he gets back onto the field out there with the old boy Umish as well. And here's the man. The man on his, potentially on the way to a hat-trick. 2 at the moment for Raj Bick up the front.
Well, that was a good receive, by Dylan there. It's
And a great pass too.
hard to pick those ones up, and there's Sonny out the wide.
This is nice build-up from Puki. There's a few phases here. Oh, and that one's threaded the needle. Narish Kana now.
Yeah, didn't need to do that, I don't think.
Nah,
Just
just under a little bit of pressure there.
the 2 cousins out here, Dinesh and Nikish waiting for a receive there, but he threaded between both of them.
Yeah. Oh, what a trap.
That's your cricket skills coming
Yep.
into.
You'd love to see that. Vinay there. And out long ball. Oh, gets past the stick of Umishari up the front now for Waikato. And now starting to stretch out a little bit. Uh, 16-yard here for Puki. Full press on for Waikato. Rakesh, 2 players to beat. He's done well there, Rakesh.
Pretty
Really
cool,
good.
isn't he?
Yep.
Oh, what a ball. Look at that. Just beating Sonny there.
Yeah, I think Sonny was maybe, might have been an intentional trapdoor, trying to link up going forward, an extra layer, but...
Yeah, as I said earlier, it's interesting to see Sonny up the front. Here's a break by Sai.
Showing a bit of skill down that right corner, Saihari, and it goes. And it falls there for Puki.
Someone's lost the boot. Dinesh is...
Umish trying to work his way around Janti. Umish showing his skill, but it's picked up his son's foot. Devon Hari there. It was good skill along the baseline, but just didn't quite get the final execution right there, Waikato. And now Narish Khan is just going to wait for his guys to get back into shape. They're just subbed off this side of the field. And
didn't fall this time for Dylan there.
Now around the back come some of the younger players for Waikato there. Saihari and Caleb Fernandez. And here's Kirandaji just back a little bit deeper in the field than he has been in previous games. And Kalpesh there. And it goes, but cut out well by Rakesh.
Oh. Bit of skill there.
Yeah.
The legs.
Yeah, and the between the feet trick that time, Rakesh, but turned over straight away by Waikato and transfer through Ailish Suka. Oh, showing some
good strong running by Ailish there.
Yeah. He gets it back now and great pass. Here comes Kian.
Oh, wow.
Can't get past Rakesh that time. Just turning.
Turning them inside out.
Yeah.
Good skill by Rakesh there.
Forward it goes here for Puki, looking for numbers, trying to link back up.
Yeah, good play by Mills there.
Yeah. Just picking back up Rakesh. Now out it comes. Still there. Oh, found the gap between 2 players. But not that time. Cut out.
Couldn't see the smallest player.
Yeah. He's trying to link back up with Nikish there. And away it come, Waikato. Inside 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Still 3-1 in favour of Puke. And cleaned up again at the back, Nourish. It's really stretching out now.
Oh, that's a good receive by Mills here.
He's going to have to try and get past Ailish.
Yeah, good.
Oh, it's going to be tough to take. Great,
Running.
yeah, great intercept there. David Fernandez. Umish and Janti there. Forward it goes, linking up with his son there. Sai recycles, or tries to.
Oh, just back up into him. Off his own stick, I think. Sunnyfield might have come off the Waikato stick, but off his own.
You can see Puke preparing for defence there. Round go Waikato through Fernandez up to Kirandaji. Daji trying to pull it in. He's going to be forced out of the circle to do it. Wins the free hit. Oh, Kirandaji. He's got it on a string there for Waikato. Look at it here on the replay.
Experience, right?
Yeah, have a look at this. Oh, the hands there.
Not looking for the pass in the air. You know what he's looking for there. And that's the threat of Darge and just what he does, just his experience.
Yep. And now a shot here. It's been a while between penalty corners for Waikato. They had a few of them in the first quarter.
Yep.
Good news for them. Caleb Fernandez is on. He scored the first one. Let's see if they can peg one back here late in this third quarter. It will be Fernandez, and it will be in the goal.
Wow, nice and low. And I think the postman lifted his post.
Yeah. I think we'll see it on the replay, but you're right, S-Man. The
Stepped out,
the left defensive postman. It might have been. Yeah, Akshay just on the outside of the post, leaving pretty much the whole goal for the goalkeeper Jayesh. And just like that, we're back within one here. 3-2 the way of Puke. And it's 2 goals to Caleb Fernandez, 2 goals to Raj Bika, and of course 1 to Naresh Kana. 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. No one's going to beat a few of them on the way down there. Free hit here, taken quickly by Raj Bika. Working in here with Millen, but cut out, and out Waikato, they get on the bike. That one's not going to link up. Naresh Kana here looking. Goes the overhead route this time, and there's a lot of space here for Rudra. Just got a little big on him there, Rudra. You might be mistaken thinking that he showed up for yesterday's junior games, but out here for the Puke B side. Cool to see some of these young fellas out here for all the teams, not just for this Puke side. That's what one of the highlights of the men's B section is. You get to see some of these guys out here mixing it up with some seasoned veterans. We see this pressure on. Oh, Rakesh was trying to line up Dylan Chandra across the field.
There's a few players, like that you could pass for that junior grade. It's great to see, but it's just...
The one thing that, and I think we highlighted it earlier in the match, is it doesn't matter what the size is, it's all heart here.
Yeah, but you look at those young guys like Janish, Circa, and you look at Jordan Gosai and Rahul Nagar and those guys, you know, they're just tough little guys that just keep going.
Oh, and again, they're beaten by the buzzer. Waikato there thought they were onto something.
Tired bodies coming off, last 15.
That's it. We see them coming off here. The difference, 1 in favour of Puke. They got 15 minutes to finish this one here. The Pukekohe side. Waikato, like we saw from them yesterday, perhaps 15 minutes to drag one out of the depths of defeat. You see some of the highlights from that third quarter. This is the penalty corner earned late in the piece by Kirandaji. Look at that. 1 goal in mind, and it was to earn the foot. Fernandez, in it goes.
That was nice. It was just well executed. Probably recognised the post that wasn't there, but
yeah, and also probably just the second runner line of Janti just a little bit too wide. You see it on this one. Yeah, gap opening up there. Not a lot Jash Patel could do in goal for Puke, and interestingly, yes, the 2 goals for Waikato exactly the same way. Kirandaji earns the penalty corner and Caleb Fernandez flicks it. It's been their measure so far.
The Puke old boys out there. See Rudra's dad on the sideline watching along. We've got Bushy taking a few photos, and Milan Patel will be playing in the final. That's his dad in the middle there.
Yep. Yeah, you can see around the different turfs there, the crowd's starting to build. We had huge numbers here yesterday, in part due to the junior games that had been put on by North Harbour Indian Sports Club.
Oh, that was massive, wasn't it?
Great initiative, way to get people here and around the tournament, and it was packed and it was awesome. There was some great hockey on, the food's always fantastic. And
about 300 more bodies, right?
Yeah.
It was massive. It was a massive day. And it was great to see. I was lucky enough to mix and mingle around a bit and see some of the old faces we used to play against at QBTs, but they're bringing along their kids.
Yep.
And getting the grandparents involved, and everyone's here. It's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic weekend. Congratulations, of course, have to go to North Harbour Indian Sports Club, this year's hosts, and their work alongside NZISA to put on this year's New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship.
And without the ongoing support of One Foundation, they've been massive for us. It's a great supporter of our association and just everything to do with our heritage brand as well, and NZ Indians. Yeah,
and I think Vinod and I had a conversation about it yesterday, not only supporting the tournament and helping that be run, but getting the live stream as well, broadcasting it out to the families around the country, but also some of the individual associations as well, supported by One Foundation. So absolutely huge. And speaking of huge, opportunity now for Waikato.
Yeah, just a bit of a lift, just pass through, and it just come up off some of Pukekohe's stick and just got a bit dangerous. So will we see?
Fernandez perhaps go for his third. He's actually not on there at the moment, so no, we won't see that. Though it looks like his brother David potentially up on the bracket. It is David this time, and it's the same result. Not to be undone by his brother. David Fernandez adds one almost in the exact same spot as the last one by Caleb. We'll see it on the replay here. Yes.
Just straight down. I think the goalie just hurt. Maybe not the guy standing upright would have been a safer option, but hey, we're not down there. But hey, good result for Waikato. Just something out of nothing, really, because that pass in wasn't much.
It was. I don't think many even realised that the penalty corner had been called until all the dust had settled, and Puke now find themselves locked back in 3-3 in this one. 13 minutes left to play, and we've got a sky ball. It's found the outside fence there. Just like that, some penalty corner execution around the third quarter break has put Waikato right back on the buzzer of this one. Looking like they might have a little bit of momentum now, Waikato. Great defensive work
Yeah, Barvish.
Yeah, Barvish.
Getting stuck in there, just keeping your stick low.
Eilish does enough here just to clean up. You see Barvish come running back into the press. There's Rudra here. You've got to go a long way up to get it over Eilish when you're Rudra there.
Yeah.
It's a 3-story building in the way. Oh, good turn. Kalpish putting some skill on in the middle of the field. Yeah, there he goes. Rudra.
Oh,
still going.
stayed in it.
And a second time.
Oh, well, I thought he was unlucky with that.
Yeah, I thought he might have got a free hit just on the play just before that there.
Good running by Rudra there, just staying with it, keeping the stick on the ground.
And into the middle of the field, Kalpish and heap of space. Bringing on Revere, Kirandaji. Going to get past Nourish, Kana. And
I think just maybe a bit of tired legs there.
yeah, I would love to see Nourish just try and be a little more patient. It's easy to say that when you're chasing Kirandaji, who's got it on a string, but look at him just keeping the ball protected. And they're tangled in under the feet and stick of
just
Nourish Kana.
knows how to hold that ball, right?
Yep.
Just years of experience, knowing where to control it.
And we can see just below us, Caleb itching to get back out on the field. Caleb Fernandez. David's going to get another crack at it. Oh, and he buries it. That one is in the corner. David Fernandez adds 2 of his own to the tally of Waikato. And just like that, they take the lead for 3 here. Yeah, a bit wider that time.
Between the goalie and the postie. That's that threat. We can't give away PCs down there, can they?
No, that's it. And looking at the score sheet, it's 4 penalty corners the way of Waikato. And look, to be fair, also 2 to Puki, so 6 of the 7 goals scored at the bracket this morning.
Rudra's and everything at the moment.
He's been huge for Puki. Might be one of the only ones with too many legs left.
Yeah.
As they come forward here. That's a great ball into the middle of the field. Raj Bika. Just a little bit too much on it there. Vinay.
Just going to bring that in.
Yeah. And now under 10 left to play here at Waikato. Finally found a lead here late in the game.
Sai getting that under there.
That's tired. That's what tired looks like, even from the young fellas. Puki, the opportunity here. Akshay over there on the ball.
Oh, that was
Akshay on this side. And here is Caleb Fernandez back onto it. Now, Darmish, who we'd seen up in the front line, out the back for Waikato.
Relegated back.
Some call it a promotion. There's not so much in what a ball. Straight to Kirandaji at the top of the dotted circle. He's going to have to try and get past Janti.
Be careful here.
Yeah.
That's good.
Great save. Forced a pretty low percentage shot from the baseline. I thought Janti treaded the line of physical there, right, toes on the line.
Yeah, I thought he's pretty lucky there.
That's unfortunate there, just picked up the foot of Narishkana on the baseline. And things just not going the way of Puki at the moment. Waikato on the roll. Oh, that's maybe one of the highlights of the tournament there. The Fernandez brothers doing paper, scissors, rock to see who gets to go with the drag flick.
Oh, okay, here we go. Who won?
David, by the looks, he's got it on the first bracket.
That's awesome, mate. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so paper, scissors, rock, because of course they're both going for a hat trick.
Oh, save, brother.
Great save.
Down low. Well done.
Yep, excellent save. And though the whistle was blown, made the second save as well. So here come Puki, Rudra turning.
The two young fellas up for a battle.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch there. Yeah, I think that Kian and Rudra fight, they call that pillow weight. It's even below straw weight.
That's awesome, though. It's great to see young fellas like that having a battle, right?
Having a crack, yeah, absolutely. And they've both played pretty well today, I thought, for each team.
Yeah, and how many more QBTs have they got left in each other?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's lucky there for JS. He just tried to make himself as wide as possible. Kieran Darji, well, he dug up a bit of the turf.
He left a divot in the turf,
Yeah.
I think.
He's still standing up there looking at it too. Now, won by Evan Hari, just around halfway for Waikato.
The thing I like about Kalpish's play is just cool, mate. He's just gives himself so much time.
Yeah.
You know?
He doesn't make many mistakes either.
No.
Kalpish. His sight, Hari wins the free hit.
Showing my age a bit, I did play with his dad as well.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Oh, what a pass.
Wow.
Space here for Fernandez. Oh, Umashari straight onto the foot there of Akshay. What a nice touch that was. But it's the ball out that I'm more impressed by, that one there.
It's nice, hey? It's just hard to defend that.
And straight between the feet. We missed the paper, scissors, rock this time.
Yeah.
I'd say it looks like Caleb's going to be given the crack at it on the first bracket, or the only bracket now. Yeah, perhaps a stalemate on the paper, scissors, rock. Here come Puki. Let it go, young fella.
Another battle with the young fellas,
Yeah.
Sai and Woodrow this time.
Would have loved to see him roll it forward there. Raj Bicker was in a little bit of space for Puki, and now here comes Sai, linking up with his old man there, Umish, up off the stick. And sitting on about 4 minutes left to play here. Waikato up 4-3 in this final pool game for the men's B section. And if Waikato can close this one out, they'll of course win it convincingly. The men's B section, I think they've already tied it up with results still to come, but could be an unbeaten weekend for the Waikato side if they can hang on here. Puki, though, an opportunity to perhaps get back into level terms. They have led for a lot of the game, Puki. We're up 3-1 for a long time, and now Rudra still going. He's going to have to take it again there. Look at him playing tough. Rudra, and now across the field go Puki. Can they find a way through this last quarter? And out it goes there. The brothers linking up, and they go down the other end of the field. Inside 3 minutes left. Janti will bring it back up for the 16-yard hit. There's Naresh Khanna on the screen. And they can't link up. Janti there with Nikish. And Devon Harry for Waikato, they'll take their time here. That one's going to be picked up on the baseline. No, it's just going to outrun them. And it looks like the snipers have been out in full force. Umish, they're pulling up a bit limp after that sprint. I think it's easier to go off that end because it's closer to the food tent. Umi there perhaps just done a little hammy. He limps off on the back. We'll try and check it and hope he's all good. But Puki with the ball here. Udra into the middle of the field. Narish Kana. Narish just can't get through, but good scrap here. In the ball goes. Oh, Raj Becker very nearly with the goal of the tournament. The ball delivered there, Sonny on the spot, and Raj Becker there, the reverse stick deflection, just misses on the narrow side. What a lock-up that would have been for Puki. Now down the other end. And we've just got that one a little bit wrong there, straight into the hands and body of Janti, who had a rather dramatic fall to the ground. And now Rudra under a bit of pressure from Kian and Devon. Down the left foot. And Dylan Chandra can't get onto the end of that one. Inside, 1 minute left to play now. The time is ticking on Puki. Waikato, like they did yesterday, may have got out of jail here again, thanks to the penalty corner exploits. And Puki, 30 left. What do they got here, Puki? They got an opportunity. And Sonny, who was found dead open in the circle, couldn't get past. And it is here for Puki. And batted away by Guvir Andawa. Less than 10, it's got to go straight away. And penalty corner for not being 5. What a huge call. And I think Devon Harry's going to be showing the fruit salad there. A couple of colours for Devon Harry. Pretty disappointed with it. We just have a look at the replay really quickly here. Narish Kana tried to take it quickly, and Guvir's not 5 there. And I think Devon was arguing that the ball didn't go 5 before it went in the circle, but of course the first infringement was the player not being 5. So penalty corner, all Waikato had to do was just get out of the way. Instead, Puki, they've got 2 penalty corners in the back of the net so far. This is the biggest of the game, all up. Out it comes, Narish, straight shot. And batted away on the line by Kalpesh Mora. What a time to stand up. It was a tense finish there. All drama on the end. Huda. Penalty corner. Batted away. We'll have a look at that one on the replay for sure. Puki were all up, all on. Have a look at this one. Got a good piece of it there, Narish Kana. We'll have to see perhaps another angle of it at a later stage. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Kalpesh. That's 4 runs wherever you're playing. What a tense finish. And Waikato, like I said, pull one from the jaws of defeat once again. They started off so hot and have stumbled their way through the last couple of games to wrap up the men's B section. They will be the men's B champions. I think they'd wrapped it up already, but to finish the tournament unbeaten, 4 games, 4 wins for the Waikato lads. But don't take anything away from Pukekohe because that's a fantastic game. They were up 3-1 for a long time. We're going to go down to S-Man, who is on the field with some of the players. S-Man, down to you.
Oh, good morning. Holy hecka. How was that for a game, Ailish?
Oh, that was a pretty good game. They were tough out there. Pretty close down. We made it hard for ourselves.
Yeah, so pretty much...
I was just going to say good opposition. They gave it all.
Yeah, so pretty much you guys had the tournament in the bag, as you know, but this last game they had everything to play for, and they certainly did that, didn't they?
Oh, they definitely put us under the pump. They did not let us get that easily. Nah, it was a very well fought match.
Awesome. So you can go celebrate with your team. Any shout-outs for you?
I just want to shout out to Mum, birthday on Wednesday, and all the Waikato supporters and I guess the Waikato committee who have been really integral in getting us here, helping us out. Yeah, and I guess everyone that's helped put the tournament together, but just the biggest shout out to all the Waikato supporters that are here. Yeah.
So, mate, well done. Congratulations.
Cheers.
And now I've got my old mate Naresh Kana from Pukekohe here, so an old mate of mine. Naresh, how'd that go for you?
Oh, I'm glad we put 3 away, to be honest. We struggled to score goals, we got our PCs right, but no, Waikato made it really hard for us. And it's a good game. I think it was a good contest for the last day of the tournament, and we've had a 4th game in the bag, so...
So I think Pukekohe found your feet in the last couple of days with that last game yesterday with that shootout win, and today with a few goals.
Yeah, well, we all came together as one group at the start of the day, so 4 games in. I'm glad we gelled. I'm glad we cooked. Yeah.
Any shout-outs for your closing words, Naresh?
I know just NZISA and North Harbour Hockey for putting on a great tournament once again, and to Puki as well for letting us have a team in, and I think we did the shirt proud, hopefully. Cool.
Okay. On behalf of everyone at NZI, thank you guys, and thank you everyone for tuning in. Stay tuned for our next game. I'm Suresh and we're out.
Cheers, S-Man. Always good to get the inside of the players following a big match. You can see the Waikato boys there pretty stoked with their weekend, and they should be unbeaten through 4 games. You heard Ailish there give a shout-out to Vanita, whose birthday it was earlier in the week. It's part of why she led the boys out in their last game today. And I've also got to make mention of Ailish, perhaps the best-looking moustache going around at the moment. Big A with the curls. So big game. Waikato get it done in the men's B section. And like S-Man mentioned, we've got some more hockey coming up shortly. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next will be the women's, well, it's pretty much a final now. Both unbeaten teams, Bay Plenty and North Harbour, going head-to-head. That one will come to you live from 20 to 12. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.